From a helpless kid screaming behind a wall to a godlike being so massive he could crush entire nations under his spine, Eren Yeager's transformation throughout Attack on Titan is unlike anything else in anime. These are all of Eren's forms, from beginning to end. Now, before we get into the Titan forms, we need to talk about human Eren, because honestly, this is where the entire story is built. Eren grew up behind Wall Maria in the Shiganshina district, and from the moment we meet him, this kid is angry. He's furious at the walls, furious at the Titans, furious at the idea that humanity is just living like cattle waiting to be eaten. And the thing is, he wasn't wrong. When the colossal Titan kicked a hole through Wall Maria in the year 845, Eren watched his mother get pulled from the rubble of their house and eaten alive by a smiling Titan. That moment broke something inside him, and the kid who was already obsessed with freedom became someone driven entirely by rage and revenge. He joined the 104th Cadet Corps alongside Mikasa and Armin, graduated 5th in his class, and headed straight for the Survey Corps. At this point, Eren had no special powers, no Titan abilities, just a pair of ODM gear blades and more anger than he knew what to do with. But that was about to change in a way nobody saw coming. During the Battle of Trost, Eren's squad gets wiped out and he loses his left arm, saving Armin from being swallowed by a bearded Titan. He gets swallowed himself, and inside the Titan's stomach, surrounded by the dying bodies of his comrades, something awakens. He bites down on his own hand, and for the first time in the series, we see the Attack Titan. Eren's Attack Titan stands about 15 meters tall with a lean, muscular build, long dark hair, and pointed ears. But the most distinctive feature is the lack of lips, exposing his teeth in this permanent, terrifying snarl. In this first appearance, Eren has zero control. He's operating on pure instinct, smashing every Titan in sight. He punches one so hard it flies into another. He literally rips a Titan apart with his bare hands. The military is terrified. This is the first time they've ever seen a human turn into a Titan, and nobody knows what to make of it. Over the next few arcs, Eren slowly learns to control his transformations. He fights Annie Leonhardt's female Titan twice. The first time, deep in the forest, she absolutely demolishes him. The second time, in Stohess district, it's a brutal slugfest through an entire city that ends with Eren going almost feral with rage, his Titan literally on fire, pounding Annie's crystal encasing with everything he has. And here's the thing about early Attack Titan Eren. He's strong, yeah, but he's sloppy. He fights with his emotions, not his brain. Every battle is won by sheer willpower and anger rather than skill. There's a moment during the second Annie fight where Eren loses himself so completely that his Titan starts hardening on its own and moving with this animalistic, uncontrollable fury. Mikasa has to literally cut him out of his Titan because he fused with the flesh. That tells you everything about where Eren is mentally at this stage. He's powerful, but he's a weapon that can't control itself. But then something critical happens during the Clash of the Titans arc. When Eren and the others encounter Dina Fritz's Titan, the one who ate his mother all those years ago, Eren punches her in a fit of rage. And in that moment, every nearby Titan stops what it's doing and charges at Dina instead of Eren. This is the coordinate, the founding Titan's power, activated for the first time. Nobody fully understands it yet, not even Eren, but this single moment sets the course for everything that follows. Now, during the Uprising arc and the return to Shiganshina, Eren gains a huge upgrade. By consuming a serum and practicing in a cave, he unlocks the hardening ability. This lets him create crystal-like structures from his Titan body. He can armor his fists for devastating punches, create barriers, and even seal the breach in Wall Maria. This is a game changer. Hardened Attack Titan Eren is significantly more dangerous than before. His fight against Reiner's armored Titan in Shiganshina proves it. Eren uses martial arts techniques he learned from Annie, combined with hardened fists, to absolutely dismantle Reiner. He literally rips the armored Titan's head off, and in the same battle, Armin sacrifices himself to take down Bertolt's colossal Titan, and Eren has to choose between saving Armin or Commander Erwin. This arc pushes Eren to his emotional limits. But there's a moment during this arc that changes everything in the story. When Eren touches Historia's hand during a ceremony, he doesn't just see memories of the past, he sees the future. And whatever he sees is so devastating, so world-shattering, that it fundamentally changes who Eren Yeager is as a person. The kid who screamed about killing all Titans becomes someone quiet, cold, distant. Because now he knows what's coming, and he knows what he has to do. This brings us to the Marley arc, and possibly the most terrifying version of Eren we've ever seen. Eren infiltrates the nation of Marley all by himself, disguising himself as a wounded soldier named Kruger. He sits across from Reiner in a basement, the same person who destroyed his home, and calmly tells him that they're the same. And then, in the middle of a festival full of civilians, Eren transforms. He bursts out of the building and immediately attacks the Warhammer Titan, wielded by Lara Tiber. The Warhammer can create any weapon from hardened crystal and even operate remotely, with the user encased underground. But Eren figures out the trick. He uses the Jaw Titan, Porco Galliard, as a literal nutcracker, forcing his jaws to crush the crystal and consume the Warhammer's spinal fluid. Just brutal. Warhammer Eren can now create weapons from thin air. Spikes, hammers, massive structures, all made from crystal. Combined with his Attack Titan's combat abilities and hardening, this version of Eren is an absolute powerhouse. If you're keeping count, at this point, Eren holds 3 Titan powers: the Attack Titan, the Founding Titan, which is dormant without royal blood contact, and now the Warhammer. That's more Titan powers than anyone has held in centuries. But it's his personality that's truly terrifying now. He's not fighting out of rage anymore. He's fighting because he's already seen how this story ends, and he's accepted it completely. And then we arrive at the form that turns Eren from a powerful fighter into something beyond comprehension: the Founding Titan. After being decapitated by Gabby's rifle shot, Zeke catches Eren's head, and they enter the paths, that strange, otherworldly dimension where all Eldians are connected. Here, Eren breaks free from the chains of the First King's vow and activates the full power of the Founding Titan for the first time. What emerges from the walls of Paradise is not a Titan in any traditional sense. It's a skeletal horror of unimaginable scale. Eren's Founding Titan form is essentially a colossal ribcage and spine, stretching hundreds of meters long, with his head attached at the front. The thing is so massive that the Wall Titans, each standing 60 meters tall, look small walking beneath it. Conservative estimates put the Founding Titan at somewhere between 200 and 350 meters tall, but the spine alone stretches for what looks like over a kilometer. It doesn't walk. It doesn't need to. It simply moves forward, and the thousands of colossal Titans within the walls march alongside it, flattening everything in their path. This is the rumbling. And Eren's power in this form is absolute. He can communicate telepathically with every Eldian on the planet, erase memories, and command any Titan or Eldian-blooded individual. He becomes, for all practical purposes, a god. And the most chilling part? Inside the paths, Eren reveals his true plan to Armin. He didn't start the rumbling because he snapped. He did it knowing he would be stopped. He orchestrated everything, including his own death, because this was the only path he saw where his friends would live as heroes and Paradise would be free. Every single thing Eren did from the moment he kissed Historia's hand was part of a plan that required him to become the villain of the entire world. But the Founding Titan has one more evolution. During the final battle against the Alliance, when Armin, Mikasa, Levi, Reiner, Annie, Peak, and the others mount their desperate attack, Eren's form changes one last time. A colossal-scale version of his Attack Titan erupts from the neck of the massive Founding Titan's spine. This thing is roughly colossal Titan-sized, maybe 60 meters, and it fights with the ferocity of the Attack Titan combined with Warhammer abilities. But the truly terrifying part is what surrounds it. Eren summons the spirits of every previous Titan shifter to fight for him. Past versions of the Beast Titan, the Warhammer, the Jaw, and dozens of others materialize and attack the Alliance. It's an army of the dead, controlled by a single will: In the end, it takes literally everyone. Armin detonates his colossal Titan transformation point blank against Eren. Levi uses the last of his strength. Former enemies fight alongside former allies. And when the dust settles, it's Mikasa who finishes it. She enters the mouth of Eren's Titan, finds his real body inside, and with tears streaming down her face, cuts off his head. She kisses him one final time. And in that act of love and loss, the Titan curse that plagued humanity for nearly 2,000 years finally comes to an end. Eren's journey from a powerless, angry kid to the single most destructive being in the history of his world is one of the greatest character arcs anime has ever produced. Every form built on the last, every transformation came with a cost. And in the end, the boy who wanted freedom more than anything had to give up everything to achieve it. But did you ever wonder what would have happened if Eren was reborn with all his memories and powers from the very beginning? Well, you can click on this video right here to find out. Go on, click it.